here I shared the process of the painting that I did, and mine was about my dad. So I used his cowboy boots and cowboy hat because he's very into Western stuff. And I also associate him a lot with like the Western landscape out here because that's what he paints as an artist. So here I just showed my setup, my still life setup, and then I was talking about how to use a viewfinder to figure out your composition for the work. And then here I have the sketch that I did, this is on like a small canvas because I didn't have a lot of time to get this painting done. And then here is the finished one.
Ooh, nice. I love it.
Nice.
I like how it came out because I just think it captures just that Western feel that is so my dad's. So yeah, like the Western manliness. Yeah.
Yeah, and the color choice too, I think adds to it, with the brown leaning toward gold and then the green background. It has that kind of outdoorsy, woodsy, masculine maybe feeling. I don't know, I hate to use those kind of words, masculine, but I get like you're saying that kind of a man that a certain outdoorsiness and ruggedness or cowboyness or that kind of style comes across.
Yeah, exactly.
It really does.
And then let's see, did I have any other ones to share? And then so we have a value exercise, which I meant to send out the list of like materials we need for this, but my email is like not cooperating. So sorry, I didn't give this to people in advance, but here's what we'll need for now. Just first of all, just like a good piece of drawing paper because it needs to be thick-ish, just so that you can erase and redraw a lot because that's going to be the basis of the exercise. And then a vine charcoal is the ideal like drawing material, but if you don't have that, any sort of charcoal or a very soft pencil. So like with graphite, that would be like
pastels.
And actually, I was wondering, how many people have charcoals?
Nope.
Oh, nobody.
Fran, do you have charcoals? Because Kathryn and I were wondering about that in the past. And Fran, did you say you do or don't have charcoal?
No, I don't.
You don't.
Okay.
And Carol doesn't have it. You've got no, was that Gail?
I've got pastels and I've got colored the soft crayon type pencils.
Okay. And Gail, do you have charcoal? Just I'm thinking future.
Nope.
Or in general. No, you guys don't have it. Okay. That might be something we might put on our shopping list to, for future sessions, but for the short term, yeah, as Kathryn pointed out here, you can use some of the other materials you mentioned or the 6B pencil. I'm going to dig around. I've got charcoal. I got to find it though.
Yeah, so whatever kind of material you have that's going to work that you can get pretty dark and also erase really well.
Well, I have a dark graphite pencil.
Yes, that would be perfect.
Okay.
So like a soft graphite pencil. If people have those.
This is what I have. Yeah. Pencils, a Bic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have a regular graphite pencil, just number 2 lead.
Graphite. Okay, yeah, that should work.
Used my last one.
It's okay. These will look a little, they'll be more unique, but that's okay. Because when I did this exercise before, it was like all of us had vine charcoal, so it was easier to get dark values, but it's okay. These will just have character. We'll see how it goes.
And also, I'm just another question just for in general future reference, but Fran, you just have a 2B. Do you have, you don't have heavier leads like a 6B or a 4B pencil by chance?
No.
No, okay. Again, something maybe we'll make a future shopping list for those that want to do it. And what about Gail? Do you have drawing pencils that are more variety?
I have a number 2 mechanical, 10 for $1.
Okay, and what about any? Sorry, Gail. Do you have any like regular number 2 pencils, or is that the only the mechanical?
Well, Kathryn, if you knew how long I had to look for the number 2 I've been using for all my drawings for you, I can honestly say I've used 3/4 of a pencil on the few drawings that I've had for you. So if you had told me, I would have used a mechanical pencil on those and saved it.
Sorry, yeah. Oh no.
So it's your fault. I had one.
No, again, I have no idea what's going on with my email. People that were here last week know that was really a struggle, but yeah.
But I'll put it on my list. I'll ask my son to get it for me.
Okay. Yeah, and then the last item on the list was just a good eraser.
Well, I might have that. I have a white pearl latex-free eraser. Is that okay?
Perfect. Yes.
Oh, well, 1 out of 2. Okay.
All right. So, yeah, the instructions are pretty simple. It's going to be to draw what you see on the screen, and you're always going to be continuing on the same piece of paper. So when I flip screens, you'll still just keep working on the same one. And so this is going to involve a lot of like erasing and then readjusting and redrawing. And this is well, I can explain this more too when we get to the end, but this is just a great exercise to be able to work with value, because it's going to have you look at the big shapes first and not get distracted by all the details and contours of the image that you're looking at.
Are we gonna, so I have a piece of paper out, and when you show one of the pictures, will I try to make it kind of small, knowing that I'm gonna be making a bunch of more pictures on the same paper? Or should I have like a little stack of paper and, go to them?
Yeah, so you should be, it's going to be drawing on the same drawing the whole time. So I'm
Okay,
going to show an image, and then like I'm going to show the next one. This will make more sense when we get into it.
okay,
But
okay.
then you'll like use the same piece of paper, the same drawing, and do some erasing and readjusting to try to make it look like the new screen.
Gotcha.
It'll make sense when we get there.
Okay, let's,
When I
guess
first
we'll
heard the
give,
instructions too, I was like, what do you mean? So I'm
Right,
probably going to
'cause you
give
know-
about, 5 minutes will work out well, 5 minutes for each drawing.
okay, and just give everybody a minute to get their stuff together. I see a couple people are off camera now, so.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Perfect.
The sketch paper I have was just 5 by 7, 60 pound.
Yeah, that'll work. Try to use up the whole piece of paper with
Okay.
whatever size you have.
I need to let you know that I'll be leaving at 6:15 because I teach at 7 and I have to eat dinner.
Okay,
Okay, my son's fixing dinner.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
that's good.
Yeah.
And I'll send the slides for this in case anyone wants to continue on it later.
That's a good idea, yeah. If you have to leave early, you can always get the slides and finish it later.
Mhm.
Okay,
so
how's
is
everybody?
everyone-
Yeah,
I think we're missing Fran. I'll wait another minute or so.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Here's the first image. So I thought I was on mute for a sec. And I will give 5 minutes for you to draw this on your paper.
No, it's
and let me
blurry.
know if you have any-
Is it supposed to be blurry?
Yes, it is.
And we're doing it in pencil?
well, it's supposed to be charcoal, but so any kind of, if you have,
Oh.
the chalk pastel and a heavier leaded pencil is better, but just make it work. If you just got the regular graphite, just darken the dark areas.
Yes. And don't worry too much about that aspect. I think it might actually make them look really cool if you have like erase marks and stuff. So it'll be good. All right, so now we'll be moving to the next slide. So again, very important, keep working on the same drawing. So don't flip to a new page, don't move to a different part of the paper. You're going to be erasing and reworking the same thing. So here's the second one, another 5 minutes. So now try to adjust your drawing to what it looks like now. Okay, here's the next image. Okay, so I believe this is the second to last one. So now we're really starting to get into some details and fine work. And we
Oh,
can see that
so-
Darcie's, yeah, Darcie's guess was correct.
Good. Ding, ding, ding. Prize.
Love that. Lots of creativity points though for the other answers.
Squirrel giving birth, I think, was the #1 creativity choice there.
I believe this is the last one. Yes, definitely. Okay, here we go.
Ooh, nice
I think
and
I'm gonna
sharp and
give-
clear.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna give 10 minutes for this one so everyone can have extra time to try and work everything out.
Yeah,
I just need to start over.
Yes.
No.
definitely start over.
Really. I'll just Google a squirrel having a baby and I'll be more on track.
But yeah, just the last slide I had on here was just that this is a photo by Edward Weston, who's just an
Oh.
amazing photographer. Would highly
Yeah.
recommend looking up his work. And then I'm sure many people are familiar with him already. So I'm going to stop the share screen. So how did that go for everyone?
Well,
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun to play around with it. My picture doesn't look like the shell, but it was fun to draw. I tried.
well, I can't mind.
Here's one.
I just think it's great because it forces.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
that does
that.
look really great.
That's good.
It's
I
kind of
thought-
like
Exactly.
lumps. It doesn't really look exactly like the shell-ish, but you can tell I had fun.
No, but that's good.
playing on there,
No,
you know?
I think
I
it
thought
looks
it was,
great.
yeah, I thought it
Let's
was
see
a
any-
person totally
Ooh,
open.
nice, Carol. That came
Really
out good. Nice.
Yes.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah.
And now that's with a what material?
Charcoal.
Graphite?
No,
Oh, you have-
no, I use the black pastel.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
And what about anybody else want to share what they came up with? Nice, Gail, you were complaining, but
Oh,
that's a
Gail.
cool drawing.
Oh, Gail, that's great.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, what are
Yeah.
you talking about? That looks amazing.
She was
Okay.
dissatisfied with her thing as she went, but it
Yeah,
looks great,
I-
Gail.
I did one as well.
Well,
Yeah.
thank
Ooh,
you.
Mine's a
nice.
very
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Flower.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's-
Nice, heavy, dark charcoal.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
Fran, did you get one?
So now I know we were supposed to do the background too, huh?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, you got some nice, they're nice shapes there. It just needs more. If you had the charcoal where you could really fill it in the darks, that's what, that would be
Mhm.
helpful. But when it's just graphite, a #2
Oh.
pencil, it's harder. But
There's-
just, you could scribble in the dark areas. Oh, nice, Kay. Yeah.
Oh, look at Kay's.
Started
yeah,
filling in the
nice.
dark areas. Beautiful.
I found my colored pastel chalk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
It's gonna have
Yeah,
different colors on it.
yeah, get those. You want to look for those dark and light areas like Kathryn's drawing really accentuates that. Mine, I tried to, I'm using the softest charcoal that I have. So it's really a lot has to do with the material that you're using, but it also has to do with filling in the dark areas. So if several people have like that rounded shape of the shell, which came out very nicely, and then just darken your background so that that pops out more. And then
Mhm.
try to, accentuate your shadow areas a little bit to complete the drawing maybe.
So I'm would like to know kind of what the objective of this was, what was the goal of this activity, and why did we do it over and over again so many times?
Yeah, so it's just to get you thinking about like approaching a drawing in a totally different way. So people a lot will tend to just try to go right into the details and focus on like what it is that they're seeing. Like, okay, I have to draw a shell. Whereas this, like, and so I'm going to start with like, all the details. Whereas this exercise forces you to go from like the big to the small. So you're really just looking at what values you see and then adjusting it from there. And you have to do really, really careful observation to try to figure out what changes in each one and how you can get your image to look like the one on the screen. So
Yeah,
it's
and
just
it's
drawing from a different approach. Yeah.
to put on top of that too, to kind of reiterate what you're saying, but a lot of times, yeah, you know what the object is. You say, I'm going to draw a shell, and you actually try to do the outline, which, you can do a little bit of an outline. That's fine to get, your darks and lights. But in this exercise, you have to start by, I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm looking at. All I see is a dark patch and a light patch. And to try to adjust your eyes as an artist to be looking for those subtle variations in light and shade. We're not looking for, I'm trying to draw a shell or a person or something. We're looking for, where is it dark and where is it light, and what is the angle and the shape, and where is it even darker, so that as you do the progression and you begin to see a slight more shadow area that you didn't see before, or you see now that this one's a little darker compared to something else, and your eyes have to kind of adjust and focus into those areas to really just absorb dark and light, not an outline, kind of a drawing of a preconceived object.
Yeah, exactly. So it's strengthening those observational skills. Yeah.